time you and I met.
Yes, it is.
So tell me your story.
I'm a girl that grew up in Burlington that loves country. I started up in the church with my dad being a barber shopper, and that's really where
Really?
I fell in love with music. Yeah.
Huh. That's still a thing, eh?
Yeah.
And are there a lot of like barbershop type of acts, or does your
yeah.
dad and his group, they just run the table? They got the market cornered.
My dad found a new group because when he was younger, he quit the group that he was in to raise the family.
Huh. So he's back at it and kind of dragged you into music too.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Burlington, and did you grow up like immersed in country, or where are your musical influences?
I started up learning classical piano
Huh.
and voice. But we always went to bluegrass festivals and country festivals. And that's where I really found my love for country music and the stories they tell. I love Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, the old Shania Twain as well.
Right. You know, that's, I hear that so much about, yeah, and I feel the same way myself, how country music really tells great stories. And do you do a lot of writing yourself?
Yes, I do.
So what do you draw from then when it comes to writing a song?
Just experiences and wanting to connect with my audience.
Interesting. So tell me about, it's one thing, when your dad influences, because he's a musician and an artist himself. But how do you actually get going? Where did it begin?
It began, my career
There was the church, but
it
then
was the church.
how did it move along?
And then it moved along into me wanting to pursue country music and pursue music. I used to want to be a veterinarian.
Oh, really?
But then I was told in school that I wasn't good enough in math or science. So I gave that up and I fell for what I loved more. And that was music. And because I was always doing well in music class and I enjoyed it so much that I decided to pursue it.
It's too bad because I got a cat that was recently diagnosed with diabetes, and I thought if there's anything you can do to help that cat, that would be great. And we got insulin needles twice a day. The cat's fine. But so you go to music, and so have you formally studied music?
Yes.
Okay.
I went to Centennial College in Toronto for 3 years.
Really?
Studying performance and business.
I'm so glad business is a part of that.
Oh,
Sometimes I think people forget that this is a business, and that it's one thing, the creative process, but at the end of the day, you do it for love of the music, but it's a business.
Yep.
So what I know you can't wrap up 3 years of school in a couple of sentences, but tell me about some of the business lessons they taught you.
They taught us a lot about royalties, licensing, working with managers, agents, contracts, all the bunch of stuff that you need to know. Because there was a difference. You could either go with the recording side or the business side. And I decided, you know what, I want to learn about the business because I can always hire somebody to record.
Right.
But I can't always hire somebody without knowing what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, wow. There's so many, I'll bet you this business is littered with people who've made that mistake. And because, and you tell me if I'm wrong, so many people, they just want the deal, right? They just want the deal. And so sometimes it's easy to put the blinders on to the fact that it might not be a good deal.
Yep.
They just want a deal. It almost seems like the course should be mandatory for people who are heading down that career path.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the business end. Did this program, was it all encompassing, like it had the creative side handled and the business side, or was this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So on the flip side of the coin then, how do you go to school for music? What do they teach you? They're not teaching you how to play guitar, I trust.
Well, you can specialize in whatever instrument or voice that you want.
Oh, so they are?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So I went in there for vocals, and this is just to back me up, the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And they focused on whatever genre you wanted to work on.
Oh, wow. So,
which is different from other schools, because I applied to a whole bunch of different schools, but they all wanted classical or jazz, and I wanted to pursue country and work on my performance in the sense that I wanted to be better on stage. And
Right.
my stage presence, my talking, and banter on stage.
That's a process, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah.
And it's not unlike what we do in regards to putting on a radio show, or if we have to be up in front of a crowd, right? To do it effectively is a real art form, and time in, I think, helps a lot as well, right? Do it over and over again, and what are you comfortable with and such. Yeah, vocal coaches, it's interesting. Chad Brownlee was in here 2-3 months ago, and he had talked about working with a vocal coach. I said, "Oh, come on, you got the voice of an angel. What do you need a vocal coach for?" He said, "Well, Sidney Crosby still has a coach." I went, "Okay, you win." Right, you are. Hayley Verrall is here of Burlington, Ontario. So here you are at this stage of your career, and you've got a song that you've released to radio. What's the name, and tell us about it?
It's called Like You Mean It, and it's a woman empowerment song that I wrote when I was working in coalition music. I wrote it because guys gotta respect us and love us like they mean it. And I wanted to write about women and write something that not a lot of people write about, but all these women are now writing such good empowerment songs.
Good. And this is yours. Is it a solo write, or did you work with someone on this?
It is a solo write.
Nice, good. And when did you write the song?
I think I wrote it last September.
Okay. Because sometimes, I don't. Dean Brody was in here back 3 years ago, almost on the day. And you remember Time?
Yeah.
Such a great song by Dean. He had said he had written the song like quite some time ago, about a year ago, like you described with writing this. And he put it away because he said, I thought it was too traditional. And that was scary to think, that the world almost didn't hear a song like Time because I thought it was too traditional. But it's interesting to me, when people write songs and they put them away, and then because music changes as time goes on, that you're able to still haul that song out, record it, and it's still relevant today. Like the message you describe about women empowerment, that's never going to go away.
No.
It's kind of sad, but it's true. So, do you mind playing the song?
Yeah, I can definitely.
I would love to hear it. Hayley Verrall is here, and this is Like You Mean It.
Gotta love me like you mean it. You gotta love me like you mean it. You gotta love me like you mean it.
All right, Hayley Verrall, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Like you mean it. And we joked off air. It's time of day where, people typically don't like to sing songs, but you nailed that.
Thank you.
That's good. You have to get up like 4 a.m. to do the vocal warm up and all that type of stuff. So, what else makes you tick? We could talk all day about music, but what else? What else do you like to do?
I like to bowl.
Really?
5-pin, yeah.
Ha!
That's what I grew up doing too.
No way. That I haven't bowled. There was a period in time where me and some buddies would do that all the time. 10-pin. But yeah, well, wow, that's neat. So you must be pretty good at it.
I used to be, yeah.
Used to be. What happened?
Our bowling center closed down. I couldn't bowl no more.
Oh no! So how far do you have to go now to find a bowling alley if you wanted to?
Not too far. There's one in Waterdown, which is not too far from
Okay.
Burlington.
All right. Yeah, it's fun, right? Now you don't have to have the bumpers up. Not like
No.
if I took my kids up there right now.
No.
Oh, that's good. That's interesting. So is that something? How did you get going on that? Just
That's what I
tried
grew
it
up.
and that's
That's
it?
what I grew up doing when I was younger. My
Like
grandma took
competitively?
me. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's what I grew up doing before even music.
Oh, wow. That's so neat. Your grandma took you and did that.
Yeah, because
Very
my grandma grew up with my mom, taking my mom to bowling as well.
good. Okay, so it's a family thing.
Yeah.
It draws a memory. My mother used to be in a bowling league years and years and years and years. I'm talking going back probably early 1980s, and she was actually pretty good at it. I think there's a trophy somewhere around the house. I don't know whether, if I go back and find that trophy now and it says participant, but when she came home with the trophy, I thought, wow, my mom's pretty good at bowling when I was a kid. So what's the next step for you, do you think?
Just keep songwriting, working with other artists, and just putting more music out there.
Right on. So when you put music out there, you just kind of release it, and then what? Like, are there measuring sticks?
Yeah, we want to have a marketing plan and work on where we're going to send the song to, who we want to hear it as well. Is it other radio stations so that more ears can possibly hear it if they choose to pick it up and choose to play it.
Right. The school did you well. You seem to have that figured out. Hey, where do people find you on social media?
HayleyVerrallMusic.com is my website. And you can also click my Facebook page on my website too. Or you can just look up Hayley Verrall Music on your Google search engine and you'll probably find
Good,
Facebook,
okay.
YouTube, everything you need to know.
And that's Hayley because
Yes.
there's several ways to spell that. And Verrall.
LL.
Good. Wow. Spelling down on a Saturday morning. It's pretty good. Thanks for coming in, Hayley, and I appreciate that, because it's always fun to introduce people to new artists, that maybe they haven't heard before, and I think people love to discover new music.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity for coming in.
Safe travels.
Thank you.
All right.